Hey everybody, I'm Mah-Dry-Bread, and today we're going to be playing a little bit of Oriental Empire's Three Kingdoms expansion. It's going to be coming out very soon at the time that this goes up. In fact, it might even be up by the time it's up. Link in the description. This is a DLC for the game that gives you a new campaign, Rise of the Three Kingdoms. This is an era of Chinese history that you've probably seen dramatically depicted in things like Dynasty Warriors and Romance of the Three Kingdoms. And now we have an opportunity to finally play it in a 4X strategy game, which I'm really excited for. You guys already know that I'm a big fan of Oriental Empires. I've streamed it a few times before, and I'll probably be streaming it more. But if we go through, you can see there's many different starting nations that you can play as. And they give little historical facts about them down here, as well as giving you a breakdown on their stats and everything. What's their population? How many settlements did they start with? And this takes place during the very early days of everybody rallying together to take out Dongzhuo. If you've played some of those other strategy games that I've mentioned and you're kind of familiar with the time period, Dongzhuo is usually depicted as the giant fat evil guy who has Lubu with him, and everybody knows Lubu. So this is, it's called Rise of the Three Kingdoms because this is kind of the war, or the internal war, that made a lot of the commanders that formed the Three Kingdoms famous. So we have Liu Bei, Cao Cao, and Sun Zhen, I believe it's pronounced. I'm sure it won't surprise you to learn that I don't speak Mandarin or Cantonese, and so my pronunciation will vary. It is mostly going off voice acting from Koei Entertainment games, which is not always accurate, so I do apologize if I get it wrong. But you have a really wide selection here, which I'm impressed with, like Yuan Shao, who is one that I've always found really interesting and that you can't play as in a decent amount of these games. Dongzhuo, I've always just been a big Dongzhuo guy. I like playing the villain a lot, and he does definitely start off as the most powerful leader, as you can see here. Settlements 5, population 160. I'm going to assume that you've probably played or at least seen a little bit of Oriental Empires before. I actually did a 7 tips to improve at Oriental Empires video. I'll link that as well in case anyone's picking this up new and wants to learn some pro tips. But the one that I want to play as, I actually booted it up earlier today just to make sure that it looked good for the show, and it did, is playing actually as Lubu. He has no settlements and no population. This is a pretty new playstyle. I mean, like, that's not how the base game plays at all. So it's really fascinating to me. What it is instead of your typical 4X thing, if you start with one settlement and you make settlers and you build more settlers and settlements and whatnot, and you expand your empire, Lubu has a very strange starting position. You're a vassal of Dongzhuo, which is, you know, historically accurate. Probably. There's a lot of myth around that time. There's a lot up in the air about the records of the Three Kingdoms. However, you can see here, our cavalry is extra strong. We start with no settlements, no population. Peasant unrest is a little bit higher. Morale is a little bit lower, probably because we're cruel. And cannot be eliminated while its original leader is alive, which would be Lubu. So we're a vassal of Dongzhuo. We need to get resources from him. We need to get backup from him. We recruit from his cities and whatnot, and he has quite a big army. We have a little bit of an army to ourselves. We have some generals we command. We have Lubu, who's obviously going to be the most combat-ready general in the game. And we need to kind of carve out our own empire, where we can either stay loyal to Dongzhuo, I'm sure, or we can try and take some settlements for ourselves, and kind of, much like in history, try to carve out our own land, although it didn't work out for Lubu in real life. Let's play the game. Lubu is the most feared warrior in the land and commands an elite military force. However, he is a subordinate of Dongzhuo and controls no territory of his own, and is also heavily dependent on a grant from Dongzhuo for his support. Yeah, because we need to pay for our army, of course, but we don't have any land to then make money off of through taxes and trade goods. That means that we are going to be reliant on basically trading with Dongzhuo through diplomacy. Although you will likely get drawn into Dongzhuo's wars, definitely, you'll need to build up an independent power base before you can break from him. You can replenish your troops in the territory of any of Dongzhuo's cities, and you, your leaders, that's a typo, can recruit new troops there too by using external recruitment feature. Select a leader stack that's in the territory of one of Dongzhuo's cities and press R or the special actions button at the bottom of the screen. All right, so what have we got here? I've looked at this a little bit just to make sure that everything looks good and functional and whatnot, and it does. So we can see we have Liaoyang, I believe it's pronounced. This is, I believe, the imperial capital. So this would take place right after Dongzhuo took control of the imperial capital. I want to say historically he ransacked and raided that town. So I would imagine probably this isn't going to last many more turns before he burns the city down. So let's not go relying on this for reinforcements. So what do we have here for troops? Okay, we have Lubu himself. Okay, you can see in the bottom left here, we've got Lubu there. He has very little Qi and Ren, actually. That's interesting. He must have poor morale right now. Maybe. What do we have here for an army? Halberdiers, trained archer. So we do have Blue's proper army right there, so that's nice. Guard, cavalry, bodyguard, bodyguard, and then spear hero, which would be us. So if we click on these individual ones, we have Hao Meng and Gao Shun. I'm not familiar with those two. By the way, the text might be a little bit small. I just have a very large monitor, and so it's going to be a little bit hard for me to read as well sometimes. And we have another troop over here. Oh, we have Zhang Liao. That's awesome. When Lubu broke off from Dongzhuo, Zhang Liao stayed loyal to him, if I remember my history right. He was actually a really interesting cavalry general, I believe it was. He later worked for Cao Cao for quite a while, I believe. I think he was a fairly high rank, in fact. It looks like his Qi and Ren are quite good right now. Ren, by the way, helps reduce unrest when you're garrisoned in a city. It's kind of your ability to govern. Also helps a little bit with the morale of troops when he's leading an army. And then Qi increases the fighting ability of the stack of units that he commands. So Qi is really important for like actual combat-ready general. So we're probably at war with all of our neighbors, aren't we? Yep, that's an enemy. That's an enemy. Yeah, I kind of figured. Enemy. Yeah. Yeah, we have enemies on all sides, don't we? Yeah, and we've got no cities. Yep. If we zoom out quite hard, so Dongzhuo's color is, the text is this purple, this mauve, and he's got kind of a black banner, red text. Where else do we see that on the map? He should be out west, right? Yeah, that's one of his cities right there. Okay. Hostile. 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 Yeah. They're not at war, at least. Okay. So the only city that we have nearby to replenish from is this one, which I know from history Dongzhuo is probably going to burn down. Okay. Well, I see an open opportunity right here. We should probably go after this. There's no garrison in that city, actually. That is fascinating. So this is semi-randomized by the looks of it. When I loaded into this file earlier today, I created a fresh file in this just to make sure that it worked okay. And this was actually owned by Cao Cao, and I conquered it, and I actually took Cao Cao and a few of his cousins, I believe it was, hostage, and I just immediately executed him, because he is, I mean, of the titular three kingdoms, his did by far the best, so I executed him. Shame we won't be able to get that this time, but I should just run over there and take that city before anyone else gets a chance to. As for our other troops here, well, Yuanshu's capital is right there. What kind of a garrison does it have? Its garrison isn't that bad, actually. Yeah, faction leader is right there. Yeah, they've actually got a decent little defensive force right there. Much better than just a general and then 2 armies of halberdiers. Okay, but hold on. Dongzhuo has quite the army here as well. Zhu Rong. I mean, if we could coordinate going in together, we could win that fight. I don't know that he's gonna take the hint. I don't think I can tell him, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. If I request an audience with him right now... can I convince you to attack? Well, hold on. I gotta actually check the name of this city. Wang Cheng. Can I convince you to attack Wang Cheng? Because I'll back you up. So I want you to attack the Palace of... This is not alphabetical, is it? No. Oh, that's a shame. Can I convince you to attack that? Because I also agree to attack that. Can I find in here that I'll attack it? No. Oh, wait, those are agreements to attack countries or warlords. I can't pay you for it, but are you interested? We cannot agree to this. Okay, he's not interested in taking orders from a subordinate. That's fair, I guess. Let's get our technology. So you can see on tech, we are, military-wise, we're like early, mid-warring states era. Makes sense. Shooting galleys, increased farm food production. Normally I'd go for that, but we don't have a city. Spear crossbow, yeah, by combining those two. That's not bad, actually. I think I do want that. For my power thing, for my craft thing, we have most of the things here. Ceramics value, ships, don't have any of those. Theater, culture, armor rating, that's tempting. Our research is incredibly slow, of course, but armor rating. Culture, Buddhist temple. Authority is nice, but we already have a good amount. Oh, yeah, thought development rate increase through tea culture. That is incredibly valuable. We'll definitely take that. Knowledge, we want. Don't have many choices here. Culture. Knowledge development rating. The sooner you get those, the better. Oh, 15% less casualty is suffered after a victorious battle, though. You know what? I think the medical stuff is actually better there. It's not often I would pass up a research one first, but in this case, I think I will. And I just want to really quickly check our edicts as well. So we already have... Yeah, we already have the things you'd think, you know. All of the really mandatory stuff we already have. We also have standards, weights, and measurements. I don't know why you'd ever cancel that edict. That's a really good one. Promotion in battle. Okay, there's a bunch here that I could get. Promotion in battle. It is battle morale up. It costs nothing, and it lowers food production, of which we have none right now. Noble unrest, there's no nobles to be unhappy. You know what? The battle morale is really important to us right now, so I will issue that edict. All right. Hit the gong. See all of our troops move around. Okay, they are moving into position to stop this. Yeah. Okay, I think that is Cao Cao who just moved in. Okay, we're probably going to get a lot of diplomatic messages here just because the game is kind of setting everything up. Dongzhuo wants to give us information about enemies. Reveal the location of settlements belonging to their enemies. Absolutely, I will accept that. Probably going to get a lot of that. Yes, a lot of people are offering knowledge about location of enemies because they have a lot more of the map than we do. The 5 Pecks. Fraternal Harmony Pact is basically a non-aggression pact. We won't mess with each other for a little while. I will agree to that because I'm already in plenty of wars right now. I don't need more. Finance is low, of course. Alliance honored, summon to war, news of war. Yes. Okay, this is Cao Cao's army. Is it Cao Cao leading it? Oh my god, it is. Yeah, we might capture him right now. His army is much smaller than ours, and although he's a great commander and he's got Cao Hong with him, they don't stand a chance on that fight. Now, I've never been amazing at battle plans here. I can never quite remember what is the most useful for everything. But if I remember right, I was quite a fan of outflanking with at least 1 or 2 cavalry or chariots. We have cavalry, which I do prefer to chariots. Do I really want Lubu just riding in? He's a spear hero. Attack is high. Defense is high. Armor, wow, he's good. Pierces armor. Double attack when attacking chariots. Wow. Yeah, he's actually very impressive. I do want him charging forward in battle. Yeah, I think I do. I do want him charging forward. Well, attacking, not charge. Charge is actually quite reckless, I find. And support with the archers? No, I think with archers what you actually want is for them to fall back behind the halberdiers. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember exactly how you do that. I think that might be support and then they're on defend, right? Something like that. Ooh, harass is also good too. You know what? I'm gonna set one on harass and the other one on outflank for my army here. And then send the whole thing in. Now his reinforcements here is some peasant light spearmen. They're nothing. These reinforcements, that's Cao Ren. She's usually depicted as a big armor-bound beast in like Dynasty Warriors and stuff. Somewhat minor character. Horrifically bad voice actor in most of the games. He's got some peasant light archers and then just himself, who is what, a bodyguard? Yeah, that's not really that threatening. Okay, did he take my hint and start moving in on this? Oh, never mind. They've got a lot of reinforcements there. I'm backing off. Yeah. Attacking that's not happening right now. They're really rushing to defend that. Okay. Here we go. We got the attack on the city going here. And you can see our troops are trying to get around to each entrance because there's an entrance to the city on each side. Okay, and they are moving there from the south with these peasants. That's interesting. That's a very small group there, so that's quite likely Lubu and his group himself. I don't like that they're outnumbered. However, our stats are so much better that, yeah, they're backing off. Okay. Yeah, we're doing well. Our cavalry routed. Or no, never mind. Sorry, that's their cavalry. Yeah, that is actually quite poor. Those might be spearmen, though. They might do okay. The city itself, they're blocking it up a bit, but we have numbers on them. Yeah, I actually don't like how many troops he has here. I'm surprised. Yeah, those guys just got routed. Wow, I'm surprised this is going so poorly. We'll see what we have after the fight when we kind of get together. The thing is, our troops were just diverted into a lot of different areas, and they're slamming us hard from here. Okay, let's speed that up then, and see how we turn out in the end. Really? Our guys ran this far off? They congregated in a terrible spot. No, what is this? Single payment, return prisoner, return prisoner. We would return Cao Ren, they would return Lubu. That is, yeah, I don't care that I have to pay 300 for that. I need Lubu back. That must be why we routed so fast. They captured Lubu. That's unfortunate. We're pretty beaten up. Guard cavalry. Now, Lubu would be returned to where? He was put with this army. Okay. Well, we need to congregate these armies together. If we're going to take this city out, then we need numbers in the area. Yeah, morale and health is bad here. I need to make it back to a safe area. I retreated right next to another enemy. You know what? This is actually a weak city. My guys are kind of banged up, but I might be able to just charge in there and take that. They don't have anyone that good that could run in and help either. These are also peasants. Yeah, these are all just kind of peasants. We might take this city. Okay, change of plans then. It's a shame that that other battle didn't go so well, but this might still work out. It might have been a bad first move to charge in there. Who's Dongzhou fighting? No one, evidently. That battle must have ended. Okay. Here we go. We can see the stats up there of the siege. Oh, it's actually going heavily against us. We took worse casualties than I thought. Yeah, our guys are going to give up on that. I forgot if they have those stone walls, you need fire to bring it down, and we probably... Well, we have the tech for that. But we're not very archer heavy. We did raid some of their farms, though, which is nice. But if we look at the battle report here... yeah, we lost some troops. Our numbers are actually getting pretty rough here. We need to congregate with the rest. We're just in a really bad spot for that. Let's back off to over here, let's say. What do they have left? They're fine. Yeah, I didn't hurt them. This is a bad start for us. I'm a little bit out of practice in the game, in fairness, but no, that was a misclick. Of course I don't want to attack him. Yeah, we just need to keep moving. Probably gonna be a lot of turn passing early on, of just getting into better positions. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. There's a battle going on up there. Who did they just rout? Oh, they got routed, actually. What happened there? I'm not sure. There was a battle, though. Information about enemies, I will gladly accept that. We're off to a bad start. The tyrant Dongzhuo has destroyed the imperial capital, called it, desecrated the royal graves and temples, and moved the emperor and the court to the former capital, Chang'an, in the west. Most of Liu Yang's inhabitants have been driven west as well, causing great suffering, and many have died on the journey. Okay, so we don't have that city to reinforce that. That actually sucks. I really don't like this. I've got to make my way back west. The problem is, we gotta get pretty far west. If I remember correctly, the capital should be up in here. I don't know why we wouldn't see that. Would Dongzhuo give us a map, please? I believe that is a thing I can ask for. I would like to know your capital location, because your capital is going to be, probably the old one that you just changed it to, so how cheaply can I pay you? I'll give you 20. There we go. Dongzhuo, you really should just tell me where the capital is. Like, that's ridiculous. There we go. There's Chang'an. Okay. That's not too far off. There's no road, which does hurt. Yeah, there's no road through here. So it's a bit of a trek. Jade spawned near it. That's not bad. And it's got trade with another one of its cities over there. Okay. Mountainous region. Kind of hard to get there. Do we fully retreat to it, though? That's the question. I'm going to leave them stationary over there. Stack without orders. That's fine. Okay, he's getting into a lot of fights. See, thing is, if he's about to go take a city, then I want to stay in this area and go replenish at the city, and then go take my own. Which it looks like he might be taking this one. There's some battles going on over here. Both these guys are at war with us, but they're also at war with each other. There we go. Yeah, Sun just conquered it. Interesting. Is Dong moving in on that? Yeah, he split up his troops so hard. I don't know why he decided to do that. Move our troops closer together so they can back each other up. The train really is not in our favor here. He shouldn't have destroyed the capital. I can't figure out what his plan is. Wish I could communicate with him better. New official available. Nice. He's not very good, but someone. He can get better. Right, we have no heir appointed. Let's appoint, in case of death, let's appoint Zhang Liao, because he's our best guy. So he's appointed as our heir. All right. Edict to establish an office to manage corruption in the area. Grand Commandant. Yes. I think I pronounced that right. I probably pronounced it wrong. But I really want that city. They've moved a lot of the troops that were defending it. And Dong seems to be moving his troops that way. Maybe he's going to try and take this. Now, preferably I take it. However, if he takes it, I can still reinforce at his cities. We do definitely need to reinforce the troops quite badly. Come on, come on. News of peace. No wife. Yeah, we do need to find a wife, don't we? We, I mean, we could always find what's-her-face. I'm blanking on her name now. What was it? It's killing me. I don't remember her name. Everybody's gonna remember her name and get mad at me in the comments. Okay. A little bit of halberdiers and archers. That's not bad. I don't like that there's backup there. And they actually have some okay bodyguards. And then there's that army, which probably aren't going to jump in right away. I don't know why Dong is just having so many of his troops stand around. That's weird to me. It's a lot of peasants, but he still has overwhelming numbers. What kind of a garrison does he have in the capital? 1 bodyguard. Wow, that is reckless. What the hell's he doing? Yeah, I don't know what his strategy is, but I'm moving my troops in. I gotta get aggressive. Look, if he's not gonna... Ooh. He must be splitting up into a lot of small armies. Jesus, spear hero. Yeah, okay, hold on. The Imperial army just showed up. I need to get out of there. I should not be moving in, but I can't back out now. I've already ended my turn. Good. They couldn't move because people are in the way. That actually saved them. That is not a fight to engage in right now, is it? No. Yeah, that is not a fight to engage in right now. Damn. This is not a good start. I messed this up early. Attacking that wasn't a bad idea. Sometimes you can take that, but, yeah. Attacking that, I should have looked at the walls. That was stupid of me. Now that city there doesn't have walls. In fact, he's got no garrison right now. Okay, let's rush to get towards that. There's our opening that we were looking for. He doesn't have any garrison there, and there's no walls. Oh, that was reckless of him. Why did he move his whole army out? He must have thought that he should congregate and head west to deal with Dongzhuo's capital. What the fuck is he thinking? All right, go take that. Yeah, there's still no garrison. Wow. Okay, it looks like Dong is actually taking it before us. Which, again, it's not the biggest deal if he does, but I'd rather personally govern it rather than him. But what are you gonna do? I'll take what I can get. A lot of battles going on around the world right now. We didn't actually move in. Yes, move in, please. They need to, they got blocked. That or morale didn't work out. Not entirely sure on that. We're actually making money right now. What? How are we making money right now? It's balance sheet. What's our income coming from? Tribute and diplomacy. Okay, and royal estates. Okay. Move in. Take it. There we go. There we go. No one blocked us that time. We got the city. That was so reckless of them. Now we have a base to work from in the east. That's a huge advantage, not having to spend years running back west and then back east again just to heal. Okay, I believe it was R for recruitment. Yeah, this menu, you cannot recruit here. Right, because it's still in turmoil for a few turns, isn't it? I want to occupy the settlement for sure. And how many turns turmoil are we going to get? 2 turns. It's expected to last for 2 turns. I will gladly just hang out here. Okay. Hate to be passing this many turns this early, but we do need to recover here. We don't stand a chance if we don't have a city to replenish our troops at, because they have plenty of cities nearby to do that with. Okay, Dongzhuo just took a city up there. That is very good. Okay, so he's made a foothold in here as well for himself, and again, I can use his cities to reinforce. I was worried that he was going to really drag his feet on that. What's that up there? The White Wave Bandits. Okay. That might not be a bad city to take, actually, at some point. It's along the Yellow River, I believe it is, which is a great place to trade up and down for some money. Not that we really have resources to trade yet. We're just gonna have to take some cities and see what's already built in them. So what's already constructed here? It's already got a bowyer, that's nice, and just town. Okay, so this is a very small city that we conquered. Explains why it doesn't even have a wooden wall. What is that? Noble? Noble cavalry, okay. That city is pretty banged up. Oh, they have some defenseless settlers there. Sick Lubu on them. You're not building a city near me. Settlers can pretty much not defend themselves, so yeah. Did enough of them actually survive? Let's see. Come on. Wow, they survived. Barely. Okay. Got them out of my territory, though. They're probably gonna set up a city here or here. That's actually a lot of unoccupied land up there, and there's some decent resources nearby, so they probably would have tried to scoop that up. I know I would. In fact, I know that I will. Whenever I can make a settler, I probably will make a settler. Now that we're no longer in turmoil. I don't really want just a bunch of peasants, but I do need whatever I can get. Taoist Temple, what does that do again? Happiness is important, noble unrest is increased. That's a shame. Knowledge development is increased, though, which is very good. Confucian Temple. Noble happiness goes up from that, but knowledge development is decreased. Interesting. Right, we don't need to worry about temples right now, though. What we do need is walls, but we don't have the cash. What else do we need? We could make some money. Make a little bit more money by getting a, get a bazaar for some trade. It'll give us a little bit of internal trade, which is very little. It does allow us to trade with neighbors, although most of them hate our guts, and so they probably won't. I wouldn't mind getting a ceramics, like a pottery workshop, but we don't have the money, because a pottery workshop, right off the bat, that generates us a good, a trade good, without having to have one nearby, and it would make us a little bit of money. And then once we get the bazaar, we'd also be trading it with nearby cities to make some external trade as well as internal, but we don't have a whole lot of control over that right now. I don't suppose that we could convince Dong Zhuo to just give us some money? Would you be up for just giving me a payment? No. No, you wouldn't. Didn't think so. Damn. I don't know how I want to handle this, then. I could wait a few turns and recover in the area. Lubu and his army's doing okay. This one here, though, not great. And recruit units would just bring me to that. That actually makes a decent cliffhanger, though. I can spend some time and think about this, and we'll be good. If you guys want to see me do more of this game, I'd be happy to record or stream this for you guys. Maybe I'll live stream it for you guys, and we can have the chat give their ideas as well as to what to do. My Twitch TV page is linked in the description if you'd like to see that. And I love this game. I actually have a lot of hours in this game. I got really obsessed with like the beginning of like Chinese history mode, where like you start with like the tech at the very lowest level and everything. And you just progress through all of the eras. I got really obsessed with that mode back in the day. Also, this flag right here, Yellow Turban Rebels. I was gonna say that flag is amazing. It's the Yellow Turbans. Okay. They still have some, it looks like they still have some around. That's interesting. Who's it led by? He-Man. He-Man! Oh my god, it's led by He-Man! Man, I should join them. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.